Your life is filled with a combination of alternating environments, a combination of influences that are beyond your control, that, start to take shape and take over your well-being and maybe happiness at times. One of the greatest mindsets I discovered recently in actually navigating this world is through understanding Adlerian psychology. So imagine this scenario for a second. Super flat grassland, you're in the middle of it. Okay, let's make this a little more relatable. Super flat Minecraft grassland world. So you have infinite choices on this flat grassland. You can walk this way, you can walk left, you can walk right, you can walk anywhere you want, 360 degrees. And imagine you're playing this with multiple players on it. You can't hit or hurt any other players, it's just you walking. What Adlerian psychology talks about is that you're walking in any direction you choose. This is your life journey. Your path is just exploration. There's no competition. You're exploring to find villages that are scattered throughout the grassland. These could be your desires, your motivations, your goals in life. This world only has horizontal movement. There's no vertical movement or vertical competition. You aren't rising above other players in height. This actually contrasts some of the main points talked in Freudian or Jungian psychology, which focuses mainly on etiology, or the study of causes leading to your current situation. Kind of like a doctor prescribing that you had the flu because you were outside too long without a coat and jacket. Direct cause leading to a direct effect. But in the lesser known contemporary version of psychology known as Adlerian psychology, this paradigm focuses on teleology, which focuses on your main state leading to the potential outcomes later, or a purpose. I associate this with the growth mindset and a more optimistic view on life, rather than you don't really know your potential outcomes given your current state. You don't dwell on, I'm this way because of this in my life in the past. Rather, you're focused on the present and I can achieve this in the future, set a goal to this outcome. That's teleology. In essence, people are not solely defined by their past outcomes, but rather their future, which is unpredictable. Adler basically emphasizes that we are on this path all together. We share the flat grassland. You are exploring your own direction, hoping to find some villages, and I'm exploring my separate direction, hoping to find villages. We're simply walking forward. Forward from our own perspective is forward this way, forward that way, it's still forward. Forward progress. This is separate from climbing vertically, or vertical movement, ahead of one another, which is basically what competition is. Everyone's crammed into it. It's a small staircase, and you can only keep going up. You don't see the end in sight. But in order to get up, you have to climb past people and take their steps. It gets pretty crammed pretty easily with everyone on it. Not a lot of movement, pretty restrictive, and it's not a fun time. I beat you, so I go up in status or in life, and you go below me in status in life. One opponent wins, one opponent loses. There's a net positive and a net negative canceling each other out, hence being a zero-sum game. In Adlerian psychology, we're basically all on our own individual path. There's no zero-sum games, and we're all trying to forward or better ourselves along with the collective community. A net positive game. This mindset is explored in the book The Courage to be Disliked by Ichiro Kishimi and Fumitake Koga. They consistently reference the metaphor, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. I interpret this metaphor as we have infinite influence on people's lives. We can try to shape them from our interpersonal relationships, mother, father, siblings, friends, acquaintances, teachers, professors, what we want them to ultimately be in our vision. But ultimately, it's their choice whether to take the actions necessary to shape who they want to be. We can offer as much guidance as we need to in life. Only they will have the willpower to change their journeys. I personally like to think of it as everyone being on their own train. There are multiple trains going along in this series, and you choose to get off your personal stop, and hoping they get off at the stop too. They can choose to get off, or they can stay riding that train. You don't know how long it ends, and it keeps going. That's a pretty good metaphor. Even your own train has an unknown destination. You don't even know where it goes. In essence, we all like to think of ourselves as being in a movie. From start to finish, the plot's defined, we have the climax, the rise in action, falling action, eventually the end. start to finish, just like a line. Adlerian psychology means it goes deeper than that. We zoom in on this line graph. We're not composed of a solid black streak representing the line. We're comprised of dots. If you've ever drawn with chalk before on the street and you actually move your head closer to the line that you've drawn, you see it's not actually a solid line, but rather a makeup of millions of dots given off from that chalk. Different moments and states of being. I was here, living this life, living that experience, that experience. One life is comprised of many different sparks of individuality that only exist in the here and now. Thank you. I'll see you next time. Peace. Holy smokes, that was crazy.